Oh, yeah.
It's time for Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Now let's have some fun. Here is your host, Johnny Radio.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy, Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder's in the house. He's my good buddy, and I appreciate him holding down the fort while we were gone. I also found out today when I came in, my man, football season really is starting because I heard that you're doing a little color for some high school football tonight.
Munford Cougars, they play at Covington. Got beat up pretty bad at the beginning of the year last year, but that was a whole sophomore class. You know what we call tonight, John? A measuring stick game. Measuring stick game for the Cougars.
Man, he sounds like he's amped up. I'm fired up for some football. I can tell you that. I'll tell you, the Big Ten is fired up about their new deal. Did you see what the Big Ten, which is a big deal, is getting with Fox, CBS, and NBC?
It's a great deal.
Yeah.
$1.2 billion annually, over $7 billion total. Wild.
Yeah, dude. Let me just tell you something. Money. Speaking of money, guess what? So we just found out how much the Big Ten is getting. LeBron James is getting a lot of money to stay with the Lakers. Did you know that?
Was it $97 million, right? Over 2 years?
Over 2 years, locking him up for 2 more years. Really doesn't matter. It ain't like they're going to win another championship. They do have the always injured Anthony Davis on that team.
How about that?
Russell Westbrook, who can't make a deadgum shot unless he's in the paint. Plus, he's getting older. And Tom Brady is still out right now with the Bucks.
TB12.
A lot of stuff going on out there in the world of money and sports. And you know what? What else has a lot to do with money?
What's that?
The NCAA. But the NCAA will not exist anymore. Did you see this? Pete Thamel went out there yesterday and basically said that the college football playoff folks, so again, this is from Pete Thamel on his Twitter. He said that the new structure would run and be governed by the college football playoff folks. The conversation is in its infancy, but guess what? Babies grow, whispers grow loud, and seedlings become sycamores.
It's an embryo.
And they said that the NCAA will do no more and won't have anything more to do with college football. So I think that's very fascinating. But you know what? Let's be real. It's not like they've been doing a really good job. So, I mean, out them, I guess. And they can't stop it. Like, what are they going to do? They don't have any power anymore. It's kind of a good thing if the NC goes away for people like Tennessee. People out there who have a little NCAA investigation going on, like right here in Memphis, Tennessee, with the basketball team. If the NCAA disappears, well, who's going to enforce anything?
I wonder what the reverberations would be to basketball, though, if it would have reverberations to basketball, or because it's so football oriented, if it would just be for one sport.
I just have a feeling that if they don't control football, I almost don't think they can control basketball.
Maybe not.
I mean, the NCAA tournament basically is 90% of basketball revenue.
Exactly. And for the NCAA by themselves, that's all their revenue as well. So it'd be interesting
90% comes from the NCAA tournament. So I think it would be a striking blow to the NCAA.
Like a Mike Tyson punch level blow.
You're right. Or Ric Flair figure four.
Yeah.
Put him in the figure four. I'm sorry, I just am a lunatic.
Jerry Lawler dropping the strap.
I feel like I'm almost a stockbroker today or something. I'm dealing in numbers, talking about money, because I got also another story. Did you hear about what the Commanders are doing? And I'm not saying the Commandos, the Washington Commanders.
Or as Mad Dog calls them, the Commodores.
The Commodores, yes. Go ahead. Go Commodores. Go Commodores.
Lionel Richie, head coach.
Bring that. What's it? What's one of the big songs? Give me a little Commodore action.
Easy like Sunday morning.
Easy like Sunday morning.
And it's Sunday morning when they play.
Sunday morning when they play. Oh my gosh, this is great, dude. I like it. I like the Commodores. not the Commanders, but Washington. Tell me if this is a good idea. I have listened to a lot of people out there, I think, freak out about something. You know how like people make mountains into molehills?
Make a mountain out of a molehill. Love that saying.
Oh yeah, make a mountain out of a molehill. Like something that's really small, it really gets up under their craw. And I'm hearing some very educated people. I consider them very intelligent. They're writers. They've been doing this stuff for many, many years. But the Commanders have decided to do something that's pretty brilliant, to be honest with me. I don't think that it's going to mess with the integrity of the game. Oh, my gosh. It's going to make a lot of money. And you know what it is? They're opening up. It's been approved. This is happening. The Washington Commanders have been approved to open their own sports book that is owned by the Washington Commanders, okay? So the Commanders own this sports book. It's not like they're bringing in some kind of partner. This is just bringing more money to Dan Snyder and his rich friends. It's going to be crazy because they're opening an in-house sports book. While you're at the game, you can bet on the game.
If you were Dan Snyder, wouldn't you want to like not draw attention to yourself with something like this? Or you think this is too much money at stake? I got to do it.
He's also, I mean, like there's certain people, and again, don't take this as it's just the reality of it.
He doesn't care what people say.
It's kind of like he's got the same personality as we would say like Donald Trump. He just don't give a bleep.
Or Kanye.
Or Kanye West is a great one. Just there's people out there who literally. Antonio Brown.
AB, it's another good one.
He don't give a bleep.
I'm going to do what I want to do.
I'll do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, and if you don't like it, shut up.
Kick rocks.
Like, go kick rocks. Dan Snyder, though, opening up his own sports book team, his sports book affiliation, so when you're at the ball game, you can just, oh, my goodness, they're down by 14. I had +5 at the beginning of the game. Oh, I'm going to lose that one. I got to double up. I'm going to take it right now. It's +10.5. They got the football. They're driving. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
You mentioned stockbroker. You feel like a stockbroker earlier. I feel like whatever like room they put that in is going to be like the videos and movies you see of like the New York Stock Exchange where everyone's just got pieces of paper around,
Dude,
like, buy, sell, that kind of thing.
So the fact that the Commanders are opening up their own sports book in their own stadium, and they are having talks and conversations about how you're going to have, go be able to bet in windows. You'll be able to bet from your phone in the stadium, like in live action. You're at the stadium gambling. Tell me, I would lower all the drink prices. I mean, if I run the Commanders, I would lower all drink prices.
Heady play.
Because the drunker they are, the more they're gambling. Is that not the truth?
That's right. You can make up the revenue, like the change.
You would double the revenue.
That's right. That's right.
You would go out of control, insane making that money, man. I'm telling you. Call me up, Commanders. I can run this sports book, baby.
You really could. You're a step ahead. That's genius.
Yeah, just get those people.
Well, not even that. Like even like for like families, get a burger. Like if you keep the dad and moms happy that would go gamble with lower prices everywhere else, they'll go gamble in your sportsbook all day long.
Now, I have seen a lot of people out there who have different takes than me and you. I think this is, like I said,
scary.
I think it's genius.
It's scary. It is scary.
It's a gambling. Like, hey, but this is why I'm going to disagree with a lot of, again, very smart people, which may make me look stupid. It might. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to be able to go online and gamble in all kinds of places, and then that we can. I go on FanDuel almost every day. Bing, bang, boom. I'm betting on the FanDuel. But if you have a football team, you're like, why should they? Hey, we own the football team. We put on the product. Why don't we just open up our own sports book where we get the revenue? Because the house always wins. Let's be real, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think this is genius. But people are talking about the integrity of the game. This is a conflict of interest. No. So you think the football players are like talking to the fans and like, yo, hey, man, I'd go take plus the 10.5 right now because we're going to come back and win this game. Do you think it's going to change the way that the players look at the money that the players are making today?
And the NFL is kind of behind on this, actually, I'm reading now. So the Nationals in January announced that they were going to add a BetMGM style, like exactly what you're talking about, in their stadium, which is the same state. But the Cubs, right outside of Wrigley Field, are building a 2-story gambling facility that you can just walk out there and gamble in as well.
Exactly.
So you're right in that, like, I understand people have some trepidation about it, but it's not like the NFL was first to this party. The MLB beat them to the punch, so it's not like this is some brand new thing that people should be experiencing for the first time.
No, it's definitely not. And you have to admit, it's absolutely crazy. The Ricketts,
It's wild.
who own the Cubs, they really like making money.
No doubt.
And they're going to do a really good job making money. You don't have to have a good product in Chicago.
Certainly not. The Cubs have a wide net with fan base.
It's just a party. If they win, you're like, yeah, it's a little more of a party.
Fly
if
the
they
flag.
lose, you're like, we won with the series. They'll always have, we won it. After what? How long was the drought? 104 years
over
or something.
100 years, yeah.
I mean, so they got theirs. People,
even in a loss, you still spent the afternoon at Wrigley Field. That's a win.
and that's a party.
That's a win.
So that is a win. So I think the Cubs, smart what they've done.
John,
Big Ten getting paid. Last thing again I was going to say about this was,
Yeah, please do.
Dan Snyder, you might be a deadgum trash ball, but you might also be really good at making money. And I think he just made his investors, himself, and the Washington Commanders like total. And he's going to make the NFL. Dude, that is genius.
You buy yourself so much stock with the NFL by being like the lab rat, you know what I mean, for this whole thing to take place. Also, John, I have more NFL news for you breaking right as we started, kind of. Deshaun Watson and the NFL agreed to an 11
games.
11 game
$5
suspension.
million.
$5 million fine.
Yep.
First game back will be the Texans, Week 13. How about that?
Are
Davis
you
Mills.
joking?
Davis Mills.
Hey, wait. So he's suspended 11. He's going to be suspended 11 games.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it wasn't the whole year.
Me too. That's crazy.
There are 17 now regular season games.
Do you think they factored in? I mean, I'm sure there'll be some report on it or something, but do you think they factored in last season?
No, I don't think
So you
so
think
at
it's just
all.
11 games
This year,
with
that's it. I mean, he got paid all the money he won. He got paid last year. He got paid this year.
Right, but I think 11 games is – I shouldn't say it's light. 11 games is almost a full season. That's a lot of games, though, man. And it's still maybe not enough.
Well, the fine came in because of basically how the Browns structure, I think, the deal. I think that's why they
why
fined
they
him
had to get
$5
$5 million.
Yeah, because you got to think about it. They gave him a $49.5 million signing bonus, and then $230 million guaranteed. But in year one with the Browns, he was only going to make $1 million in base salary pay. So for each game that he missed, he was losing chump change, like straight up chump change.
Yeah.
Well, in his mind, I mean, talking about another man's wallet makes me think of T-Money.
I don't know your bankroll, but also the money the money he paid to buy him off too.
The 20 ladies, yeah, they had to make it hurt a little bit in his pocket.
You had to.
I mean, especially I thought Roger Goodell was going to come down much harder the way he talked about how, like, basically we've seen the evidence.
But he apparently gave it to somebody else to make the decision.
Yeah, he
I
did.
think if he did it, it would have been a season.
I do too. I think that's
and
why
also,
he pushed it
that
off.
was courtesy of Mike Florio, by the way. He was the first to report it. PFT's Mike Florio.
Mike Florio. Do you
Pro
like
Football
him and
Talk.
Mr. Sims?
I love Chris Sims. I pretty much
I know that you know that I just realized that me and you, like, I love doing a radio show with you. I really like you as a person.
What
You're
is
a
that?
good guy. But you like some of the worst people on TV and radio. Is it because we're not good or something and you're like, hey, let me go and love all the guys out there who
Well,
are pretty bad at their job?
Chris Sims, for me, I mean, I really take pretty much if Chris Sims tell me something about football, I run with it as fact because I don't know a lot. I don't know how to evaluate football very well. So if he gives me an opinion, I run with it like it's my own.
I like that.
Pretty much all the time.
I like that.
And he doesn't serve me poorly very often, but he started to be a little more look at me, Larry, and it's starting to bite me in the butt a little bit with some of the things he says.
Chris Sims was talking about Jimmy Garoppolo and
Jimmy
all kinds-
G.
Like he's
But he and
I don't even
Shanahan
know
are best friends too. Shanahan has his initials tattooed on his body. Chris Sims's.
Does he really?
Yeah, and Chris Sims has Kyle Shanahan's initials tattooed on his body, vice versa.
Okay, if this is real,
And
that's
so I
the
swear,
weirdest
it's
thing.
a real thing. They're like best buddies.
I have a best friend out there. Do you know how many tattoos I have?
Of him, none.
0. I don't have any tattoos. I'm not into tattoos. I changed too much.
I might get a JH or a JR equals JH on my right butt cheek in honor of you. Would you do it for me?
Oh, no.
That's
I'm never
too
going to
bad.
ink. I'm sorry. I'll never have ink. I always, I have this weird thing in my head.
On your butt cheek.
Like, when you get old, though, everything kind of just looks different when you get old. So you're going to walk around and have, this ugly little tattoo.
Well, you get it touched up,
Dude, then at that time, the canvas is, not even worthy of putting anything on it.
Harder to get on. The area where, your forearm meets your wrist, meets your hand, that actually is the most pain you feel with a tattoo. It's right where your palm meets your wrist. If you get a tattoo there, it's the worst pain you'll feel.
Really?
Other than maybe pregnancy. I don't know how.
Well, what if
childbirth
you did
feels.
it in your lip? Have you
I
ever
don't think the
seen
lip
people
hurts very bad.
It doesn't hurt? People do some weird stuff.
They do.
By the way, when I was down in Miami, man, there was dudes that had their head tattooed.
Oh, a skull tattoo.
We were at Muscle Beach. These two dudes out there had the craziest head tattoos. They had no hair because they were probably doing a ton of roids. And I mean, they were.
I wish that was my excuse.
And would you get a head tattooed?
Oh, have you seen the tattoos of people getting tattoo of hair, where it's like a buzz cut all the time? People get little dots of hair.
No way.
Yeah, and they get their hairline down to where they want it, and they tattoo their head that way. Might do that, John. Just looking into it.
It's actually. Let me tell you something, man. I just keep looking, but I do have to say we have to get to the leadoff. How's that leadoff brought to us by the wonderful people at Frontier Western Store? Are you going to be styling and profiling? I hope so. Go to frontierwesternstore.com. You can shop there 24/7, 365. Any order $75 or more, shipped absolutely free. And guess what? They ship their orders out within 24 hours. You can head on down to their store and check out the largest boot showroom on planet Earth. Plus, hey, fall is near. We got baseball.
Autumn.
Autumn is getting close because guess what? We have football. I mean, Jay's doing color. People need to go out there and go get ready, get all them jeans you need. They have a large jean selection. And again, they're family owned and operated since 1967. And when you say family, you can shop there for the entire family. They have a children's department, a ladies' boutique. They have the largest boot showroom ever. I'm telling you, you can get the super tough work boots, dress boots, jeans by Carhartt, all the way to Wrangler, women's wear at their boutique. Everything is great at Frontier Western Store and frontierwesternstore.com. Guess what? I'm in the box.
Oh, it's football season, John. Oh, football is back.
I'm fired up.
Bears Seahawks tonight. I'm a preseason football guy. I decided.
I would tell you something. You know what I've decided?
What's that?
I feel so bad for Justin Fields.
Did you see the stat that his yards after completion by his receivers, 4 total yards in the last game for him on 11 completions or something like that? He's leaving these guys out to dry, John.
Well, no,
or maybe he's just not good in receivers.
I was going to say he has probably the worst group of running backs. I mean, David Montgomery, the fact that he's a starting running back in the National Football League, please, it's a joke. Tell me, can you tell me a single wide receiver on their team?
Is Byron Pringle a wide receiver?
He is a wide receiver.
Oh, I got one!
You got one of them.
Yes. He was on my list of guys that are on a new team. That's the only reason I knew that.
He's so bad. I mean, right now, and again, Tennessee fan, calm down. I'm not taking a shot at it. But is Velus Jones ready to take over the league by storm? No, I don't think so.
Tajay Sharp is a Bears receiver now.
Is he really?
I believe so. I mean,
dude, Tajay Sharp is not. If he gets on the field, I'm going to throw up. Is he okay? If Tajay Sharp is playing in the National Football League, that just proves the Bears are trash.
And Trevor Siemian, I believe, is a Bear.
Trevor
Siemian. What a guy.
What a bad quarterback.
Former Saint, right? Wasn't he a Saint last year?
Dude, he was bad at everything he's ever done. Bronco, he was a bad Bronco.
Yeah.
My goodness.
All right, John, I got questions for you today. You mentioned the Big Ten media rights deal. It's like an NFL style. So they'll have a Fox game at 11, a CBS game at 2:30, and then NBC in prime time, John. It's unlike any college media rights deal ever.
No, it's not. It's the best media rights deal.
Exactly.
In that way,
do they surpass the SEC in the public sphere with this deal in this way?
Okay.
Maybe not right away, but in the future.
Financially, they do. But don't worry, the SEC, after they live out this contract, They're going back to the table, and they're going to get the next one, and it's going to be bigger than the Big Tens.
You think?
I think it will be. I mean, what do you think? I don't know if you know this. It just means more in the South, brother.
It just means more.
It just means more.
I don't see that where the space where they can occupy with Fox and CBS and NBC there. That's
I don't
the only
see
thing
it.
for me.
I don't see it being the exact same structure by any means.
Like
I'm
ESPN,
talking about
ABC.
dollars.
Mhm.
It would be dollars, and more dollars. Man, okay. Are you excited to watch Northwestern and Rutgers?
I am now.
Or
It's going
do
to be on
you-
Fox.
Or are you more excited to watch, I mean, right now, Tennessee and Alabama?
Honestly, John, I've
Florida even.
already bet on Vandy and Hawaii, so I'm even there for Vandy football.
Are you ready? Or is Vandy going to be better, you think?
No, but that's the first. It's week 0 game, Vandy at Hawaii, so that's why I'm here for it.
I will say one thing. If the first game of the year was in Hawaii, when I was a young person, I don't know if I would have probably performed that well.
That's why you got to give these Vandy guys. They're about to go get their butts kicked for an entire football season. You got to give them a trip to Hawaii to start the year off. It's
That's actually very kind. That's very kind.
You have to, man.
Yes, you do.
My next question, John, is I'll do this one. Manti Te'o. You remember Manti Te'o famously got catfished?
The fake girlfriend.
He has.
By the way, I felt bad. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. It's not fake girlfriend. It was somebody pretending to be a real woman, right?
It was a woman pretending to be a different woman.
But they didn't meet.
That's right.
What did they get on? Did they have avatars back there when you went on the metaverse and got down?
Well, that's what I'm about to. They would talk on the phone. Here's what I'm about to tell you. There's a new documentary on Netflix with him that's kind of a tell-all deal. It's very good. How likely are you to watch it? 1 to 10. How likely are you to watch the Manti Te'o documentary explaining the catfishing? Does it pique your interest?
Actually, it does, kind of. I can see this being me being kind to Chas and being like, hey, babe, I'm going to watch a Netflix show with you instead of some football or baseball tonight. That's love. Hey, have you seen this? You love catfishing. We got one with a football player.
There you go.
So it's equal love.
1 to 10. How likely?
3.
3. I like it. Last question, last but not least. The NBA schedule has been released now, John.
That's right. Grizzlies playing on Christmas Day. Grizzlies are opening up against the Knicks, too, or the Knicks are opening up against the Grizzlies.
That's right. It's that game. I don't know where it is, but you're right. They open up with the Knicks. But Christmas Day, like you said, the Grizzlies play on Christmas Day, John. But now the NFL has begun to occupy Christmas Day. So as the Grizzlies play the Warriors, also the Bucks Cardinals starts at 7:20 on NBC. 3 NFL games that day, all on network TV, all in prime time. Is this a raw deal for the Grizzlies to finally play on Christmas Day now that the NFL occupies that territory?
I will tell you one thing. I don't know if you know this. NFL is king. Always will be king. Do I love my Grizznas? Yes, I do. We're going to be talking Grizzlies with Isaac Simpson and Tigers and all that stuff in just a minute. But it's all about the National Football League. When the NFL is on, it's
People
all
watch.
about football.
I agree.
And then I'm also I'm a horrible fan. Once the Super Bowl's over, then I get ready for the NCAA tournament. When that's over is when I really get hype about the NBA.
I don't think
the postseason's around the corner. I think there's a lot of viewing people who are like that.
Exactly. You're not alone, John. I agree. It's totally been devalued. I love that they're playing on Christmas Day. It's great, but it's just not the same.
It's not. But hey, you know what? More things to gamble. Don't touch that dial. Back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. We talking with Isaac Simpson right here on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Gossett Mitsubishi Summer Sales Event is in full swing, and it's time to put you in a new ride today. How about 41 MPG Highway just in time for that summer vacation? We Gossett with 2022 Mitsubishi Mirage G4, $259 a month or $18,485. Want to be ready for anything? Long or short drives, whatever the road or weather conditions? Get it right in the all-wheel control 2023 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross SEL, $439 a month or buy for $31,085. And 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, 7 seats, $459 a month or $33,500. Plus, peace of mind with our stellar 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 72 months at 4.19 APR, 500 military rebate, G4 NHF 08028, MSRP 18985, Eclipse PC 00695, MSRP 31585, Outlander NZO 79171, MSRP 34,000, includes all rebates and incentives, must finance through Kia, excludes tax on license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 9/1/22. Dealer stock only.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home at Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
How do you make the most of your land? Shaw does it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1025R compact tractor.
Shaw stands for skilled hands at work.
And he lives up to the name as he uses his versatile tractor to make
the earth take the shape that I wanted to take.
And the Allens fire up their John Deere 3032E compact tractor to
grow about 9 acres of flowers.
Because the beauty of having land is deciding how to make it yours. There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. Learn how to make the most of yours at Deere.com. Nothing runs like a Deere.
I had low back pain that was due to herniated discs.
Meet Dr. Justin Garzone, another satisfied patient who found regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics.
Over a very short period of time, the pain went away completely, and I have had absolutely no symptoms or pain since my treatment.
Before Dr. Garzone found QC Kinetics, he was looking at all the old school pain treatments.
It was recommended that I have steroid injections done, but then unfortunately my insurance company said that I would have to do 3 months of physical therapy first, and I needed to get better quickly.
With QC Kinetics, the doctor got lasting relief with no downtime.
I didn't have to take any medications during my treatment. I avoided surgery, and I am now pain-free.
Don't live with chronic pain, and don't go under the knife. Call QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, for a free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 901-445-1010. That's 901-445-1010. 901-445-1010.
Collierville Auto Center is all about trucks and Jeeps, and the inventory is all stocked up. Been looking for that special ride? You're covered from the basics on up. Want to sell your truck or Jeep? Then bring it in and get a fair deal. The technicians at Collierville Auto Center know just about all there is to know when it comes to trucks and Jeeps. So don't be afraid to ask questions. They've probably heard them all. Every truck on the lot has been fully serviced from top to bottom and bumper to bumper, and there are warranties available. Collierville Auto Center, 651 West Poplar in Collierville, and online at ColliervilleAutoCenter.com.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. I got Jay Morgan hanging out with us today, and yes, I'm back. It's a Thursday. Who always joins me on a Thirsty Thursday? Kind of repping Tito's a little hard, you know what I'm saying? That'd be the man, the myth, the living legend. That'd be one Isaac Simpson. I'm so excited to talk with Isaac because I have to make a very on-air confession. Do you know there were two people I forgot to remind that I was going to be in Miami? And I think Isaac was one of them. I'm pretty sure. Isaac, did you just think I forgot about you last Thursday?
Man, I was all ready to go, man. I was like, I looked on the feed. I was like, man, John's not there. So, yeah, man, it's all good, though, man. But I was ready to go, man.
I am so sorry. Oh, I am so sorry.
Good.
Yeah, I kind of got a little bit carried away when I was down in Miami. And, by Thursday, I'd forgotten everything I was supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's understandable, man. You're in Miami. You gotta conduct yourself like you're in Miami.
Yeah, exactly. And I did. I had a lot of fun, by the way. But I'm excited because there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on in the world of sports right now. Like the NFL is preseason games. We got tonight. We got college football right around the corner. The NBA news is dropping left and right. I mean, baseball. It's just a great time to be a sports fan. But also, have you noticed some of these crazy money deals that are going around about sports? I wanted to ask you if you saw this bad boy. Did you see what the Big Ten just got for their new media deal?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man. I mean, we've always known that college athletics are about money. They try to pretend like it's about something else, but we all know that.
Yeah, we know
what
it's not
about.
true.
It's insanity what's going on with realignment and teams moving around in conferences. And I mean, personally, I know a lot of people kind of on different sides of it. I kind of feel like it's bad for the sport what we're seeing. Like I think, especially what you see with these Pac-12 schools going moving over to some of the games that are going to be played. It's going to be weird to see, man. I'm personally against it. I like things. I'm more of a traditionalist when it comes to this type of stuff. But, man, it's craziness. I think it's only going to get crazier. I don't think this is the end of it. I mean, it's only the beginning. I think you're going to see all kind of teams moving around. And again, man, it's all about that almighty dollar when it comes down to it. And for some reason, they try to pretend like it's not, man. But it's wide open, man. There's no question that's what it's really about.
It's definitely all about that money now. And the other thing that's fascinating about this is when you talk about it, not just did the Big Ten reach a $7 billion deal with Fox, CBS, and NBC, but we have also players now in the name, image, and likeness situation. And I thought one of the more interesting ones just happened when I was out of town, actually, down in Miami. I was reading the story, and Miles Brennan, he wasn't going to be the starting quarterback. He decided to basically retire from football. And then they had
took his football and went home, man.
Took his football, went home. But he got to keep all of his name, image, likeness money, and he had 6 different sponsors. So I'm like, whoa. And they were saying he was living pretty large down in, Baton Rouge. He wasn't driving. He was driving a really nice car, had a dope apartment, always had money. And then, like you said, he took his football and went home. And somehow he got to keep it all. And I think that's also another fascinating thing. I wonder eventually if the curve, like with all this influx of money coming to these young kids, I wonder if they're going to start putting in language and basically like saying, hey, like Quinn Ewers, who went to Ohio State, took it that $1 million and then left, took his football and went back to Texas and got more deals. So him by going to Ohio State and then going to Texas actually made himself more money. It's just... It is absolutely wild out there, really. I mean, I don't even know. I'm shocked. But I know you saw this.
I was going to say, it's basically free agency. I mean, that's what it is. But again, man, the fact that he got to keep all that money, I'm not mad at it, man. If they don't have anything in the deal that says you can't do it, man, that's on them, man. Take that money, man, cash it in, man. I don't have any problem with it. But I do think, as you said, I think that's going to bring about a change. I think a lot of people are going to look at that and say, man, we have to do something to protect ourselves. So I got a feeling that's probably going to change in the future.
Man, it's wild. Now, that Christmas Day, we got great news. Everybody's excited. People are giddy about the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are on Christmas Day. And I'm excited, too. But there's a little issue, too. The NBA is not the only owner of on Christmas Day anymore. The NFL has jumped up there. They got 3 games this year as well on Christmas Day. Are you watching NBA, or is the NFL going to take your attention away from the Grizzlies?
Man, it's going to be split screen, man, multiple screen day.
Yeah,
got to get the NFL in and NBA. But as far as that Christmas Day game, man, it's always been something that's been talked about. But Grizzly fans have kind of, since the Grizzlies, kind of this iteration of the Grizzlies, and since they've been really good to talk about, oh, man, the Grizzlies deserve a Christmas Day game, but it always seemed kind of far-fetched because even though you kind of saw the success that the Grizzlies had, you're like, man, Christmas Day, they're only going to put those big markets on it. The Grizzlies are never going to be looked at in that kind of light, and I think Ja Morant, it changed us all. I mean, we saw that the back and forth between Ja Morant and Draymond Green. They asked for this, and, man, it's come true. I mean, it's crazy to see Grizzlies with a Christmas Day game and 18 national television games. I think the most previously for the Grizzlies was 10. And to see them have 18 national games, I mean, you go back to the first playoff runs with Powell and getting swept in those first 3 playoff series, even the grit and grind, even though those teams had some success, they never had this level of exposure. It's because they've never had a transcendent star like Ja Morant. I mean, that's what happens when you have that kind of player in your team, and it's just different. I mean, they have a stretch to begin March where 5 out of their 6 games are going to be on big boy national television. I never thought I would see anything like that, man. It's crazy. I know a lot of fans aren't happy because most of those games are on the road, but beggars can't be choosers, man. I think that's coming as well. I think that's kind of the next step. But 18, I mean, that's when I looked at it, I was talking to somebody last week. We kind of doing over-under. We were like over-under 10 national television games. I was thinking they might get 10, 11, 12, but I wasn't expecting 18, man. That's a big-time market for a small market, man. Big-time number. So excited, man. These guys deserve it. I think people around the country this is real. Like, this isn't just some fluke. I think you can just tell by the comments from Golden State, like, after they get through playing the Grizzlies, you got Klay Thompson going off on a post-game press conference. People care about this Grizzlies team. They're legit. Like, teams respect them, and this is real, and people want to watch this team around the nation. And, again, it all starts with having a star like Ja Morant.
Man, Ja Morant, he tweeted out, "We got what we wanted, Dre."
Yeah.
I mean, I love that. I mean, he hits him up. It's Ja and Dre talking some ish. And you got Steph Curry, superpower, super shooter. Everybody loves Steph Curry. And then you have Ja Morant, the new young buck who can just basically fly. He's just out of control, makes plays with it. I think that's sick. In fact, out of all 5 games, I think the most exciting game, a lot of people probably not from the South and definitely away from Memphis are going to love the Golden State Warriors and the Memphis Grizzlies for all the reasons I said. I can see people making arguments about having Giannis going up against the Celtics. Those, I feel like, are the top 2 games on Christmas Day. I'm not really overly excited. I don't really care about the Nuggets and the Suns, kind of weirdly. That's not, I don't think, a great one. And then the Los Angeles Lakers, I know they re-signed LeBron James. I don't know.
30 national television games.
Yeah, 30 national television games.
Crazy.
I just don't understand that. And they're playing the Mavericks and Luka, but I still, like I said, and there's one other game. What am I missing? 76ers and the Knicks. I don't care to watch the Knicks yet. Actually win some games and I might pay attention. I know they're trying to change things up in New York, but again, 76ers, Knicks. I think that Grizzlies-Warriors game is probably the most exciting for probably all the fans across the country, maybe outside of Milwaukee and Boston.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. I think that's why you see a primetime game. I think it's a 7 p.m. tip, so that's kind of the paramount game for that day. And I just think this rivalry, the back and forth, I don't think just Grizzlies fans and Warrior fans, everybody has kind of noticed this back and forth and playoff series they've had. I mean, it's become a big deal. I think that might be one of the, if not the biggest, one of the best rivalries in the NBA. And I think it's going to be that for a while, as long as those guys are still around out there in Golden State. I mean, it kind of started with the Andre Iguodala stuff, and now that the Grizzlies have kind of taken another leap, I think it's real. I think that playoff series kind of stoked those fires last year, and I think this is a real rivalry. So it's fun, man. I'm excited about that matchup, and I think I tweeted out when they announced it, even though I wasn't sure it was going to happen. I was like, this is a layup for the league. This was an easy decision to make. It. You got both stars from both teams wanting this game, going back and forth. You got the rivalry button, the playoff series, and how that ended. A lot of people, including me, feel like Grizzlies had been healthy. They probably win that series. Just to have that game on Christmas, I think it was a easy decision for the league, man. And I think that game's going to do big-time numbers, especially being prime time, man. That's Christmas night. Everybody's going to get to dinner. They're going to open all their presents. Everything's done, man. Get there and watch some basketball. That's going to be a fun one. There's no doubt about that.
It is going to be out of control. I'm excited. I can't wait to see this. And again, Ja's taking the league by storm. Hopefully they get Jaren back in enough time to actually, contribute on the season. And they're going to need a lot of love from those rookies. And of course, it's going to be an interesting season. By the way, Desmond Bane, though, did you see people talking about him? At least, I don't know if you saw it, but when I was in Miami reading some BS, came across them talking about Desmond Bane and where he ranks in the shooting guards in the NBA. He's getting some mad respect. Is he going to live up to now all the hype that's come around him?
I think so. I've said going back into last season that I feel like he's an all-star level player and that he's going to make an all-star team. I think that's a possibility this year, especially depending on how much time Jaren misses. They're going to need him to, outside of Ja, to be one of those guys that puts up buckets. I mean, he was averaging about 18 points last year, but I think without Jaren, he could even go up to 20. I think he has that type of talent. I mean, the way he can shoot the basketball is just one of the best in the league. I definitely think he's already a top 10 shooting guard in the league for sure. I saw somebody saying top 5. I kind of push back on that right now. I think he could get there. But I just think the way that he can shoot the basketball, you just think back to some guys like Klay Thompson. I mean, he's on that, and I know that's crazy to say with the career that Klay has had, but he's kind of on that trajectory. And you look back at some guys that have made All-Star teams, say Chris Middleton. If Chris Middleton can be an All-Star, so can Desmond Bane. I don't think there's any question about that. So I definitely think that he's top 10, and I think he's going to live up to everything. Especially you look at where he was drafted. I mean, just crazy to think back that they got him at 30. I mean, he's going to be already is just an absolute steal and a feather in the cap for this front office. But I mean, I'm a big believer in his. Like him going all the way back to TCU, and I definitely think he's going to have a big year. And again, if Jared misses any significant time, they're going to need a little bit more from him, and I think he's going to be able to provide that. And if he does, I think those are definitely going to be all-star numbers if he's averaging 20 points per game and shooting from three the way he does.
Now, and the other thing about him, we've talked about this on multiple occasions. There's nobody who works harder at their craft than Desmond Bain. I mean, the man has early morning workouts in the gym, then shooting.
Definitely a gym rat.
He is a gym rat. That's one thing you love, especially if you're an NBA exec and you're paying somebody to be an NBA player. He's always in there working on his game. Now, I wanted to ask you also about Donovan Mitchell. A lot of stuff going on about Donovan Mitchell. Did I hear? Is this correct? The Jazz. Are they asking, like, you want to explain this? Because I did notice on your Twitter, at Isaac _ is it double underscore?
Double underscore, yeah. At
Isaac _ NBA. Give him a follow. I saw how you said Rudy Gobert has basically ruined just this whole situation. They want, 6 first-round picks?
Yeah, 6 first-round picks and R.J. Barrett.
Barrett.
I don't even know if I would move R.J. Barrett in a Donovan Mitchell deal, but I'm definitely not attaching 6 picks to it. I think, again, man, they got what they got for Gobert, basically 5 first-round picks, several rotation pieces, and I think that's kind of ruined the league. Like, we've kind of discussed this only before. You got guys like Gobert and you ask that for Donovan Mitchell, what is Brooklyn going to ask for Kevin Durant? I mean, you're going to get 15 first-round picks? Like, what? It's just crazy to me. 6 first-round picks. That was unheard of, like, 3 or 4 years ago. Like, you never heard anybody say trade anybody for 5 or 6 first-round picks. Like, it would be a couple players, maybe 2 picks, 2 or 3 first rounds at the most. But, I mean, these trades are getting wild. Like, there's no way that I'm moving mortgage in my future. 6 first-round picks. That's like 6 years worth of picks. And R.J. Barrett, who could potentially end up being as good as Donovan Mitchell himself. You don't even know how that's going to pan out to get Donovan Mitchell. Like, I like Donovan Mitchell as a player, but I don't like him that much because I think he is a guy, at his size, he can be an issue on the defensive end, and sometimes his numbers are not quite as efficient, shoots basketball a lot. He's a really good player, but again, man, I'm not giving up 6 first-round picks, let alone R.J. Barrett for him, and I think that's crazy. I don't think the Knicks are going to pull the trigger on that one. If I'm the Knicks, I would have hung up the phone, man, when they asked for that.
I think I'd be like, what? Wait, look, and that's the other thing is I know Donovan Mitchell is a really good basketball player, a really, really good scorer. But, I mean, look at those Jazz teams. What did they really actually get accomplished? And they were pretty stacked and loaded. They were great in the regular season. And, yes, Donovan Mitchell is, Spider-Man, and he's great and everything. But, man, that's insane. 6 first-round picks. And R.J. Barrett.
I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even believe that when I read it. I mean, I was like, this has to be a joke. But, man, that's the reports that they asked for 6 first-round picks and R.J. Barrett. Again, like I said, man, even with R.J. Barrett, man, I would have some reservations even move him because he's so young in the trajectory he's on, man. He could end up being Donovan Mitchell himself. So, I mean, and to give up 6 first-round picks, I mean, you're thinking that's like, I mean, you're completely mortgaging your franchise. Like, there's no question about it, man. There could be 5 to 6 years where you don't have picks, depending on if you have multiple picks in years, man. I'm not even dreaming about doing that. Like I said, I like Donovan Mitchell, but that would be a thanks but no thanks for me.
Man, I'm with you on that. Now I got to ask you a little baseball because I know that you're a big Chicago White Sox fan. Are you comfortable? You're 2 games back out of first place for the Cleveland Guardians. You're only 1 game back of Minnesota. You're sitting in third. But again, like I said, only 2 games back. How do you like your chances?
Man, they're playing a little bit better right now. I had won 5 in a row until last night, man. 2 crazy comebacks against the Astros. Thought they might be able to get it done again last night, but came up just short, falling 3-2. But I mean, they had a players only kind of meet. Johnny Cueto kind of called out the team and said that, man, they gotta get it together. If they have anything left in them, man, they gotta go out there and show it. And they won 5 in a row immediately after that meeting. So maybe they're gonna come around. They have the easiest schedule out of those 3 teams between them, the Twins, and the Guardians down the stretch. They got a series coming up starting tomorrow, actually against the Guardians in Cleveland. So that's gonna be a big one, man. I think they have a shot. I don't think any of those teams are going to run away with it. I mean, the Guardians and Twins are both kind of shaky. I mean, they'll look good for a week, and then they'll look bad for a week. They can drop games. They're not the team that's good. Neither one of those teams I think are going to run away with it.
No,
so,
I'm with you there. I'm actually a little bit more worried about this is going to sound crazy. I'm a little more worried about the Twins than over the Guardians. I think the White Sox and the Twins, it's going to be between one of them two right there. The Guardians, like I said, I just don't believe in their baseball team, period. So, even though they've
I was going to say, if you look at the ESPN percentage, they actually have the White Sox, I think, with the highest chance of the three teams. I think they're 52%. I think it's what the White Sox said. I think that the Twins and Guardians are both below that. So ESPN predictor believes that the White Sox is going to be the one that ends up winning out their division. I think the last three games of the season are against the Twins in Chicago. That's the final series. I got a feeling that's going to be a big one. So, I mean, they got a shot because they got lots of games left against the Twins and Guardians, man, and they've struggled. They've been good on the road all year and struggled at home, which is weird, but now they've won several games in a row at home. So if they can start winning at home, I think that's going to be good. And looks like they might be about to sign Elvis Andrus, who was
Elvis Andrus. Yeah, he did. Yeah. I think he got cut by the A's.
Yeah, and you got Tim Anderson out 6 to 8 weeks though, and Louis Garcia was kind of filling in as shortstop for him, and he's out on a 10-day IL as well. So I think that'll be a good fit. I think getting him this late. I mean, he's a guy that's a league average shortstop. I mean, he can bring some offense for you, do some things for you. So I kind of like that sign if it does happen. But they said they feel like it's likely to happen, and they definitely have a need there right now.
They definitely do have that need, and they have some ballers out there. So we'll figure out how it happens. Is Lewis Robert? I mean, what's going on with him? Is this head injury's been pretty bad?
He actually came. I mean, when he came back from that, he actually came back and then he injured his wrist.
For real?
So a couple games ago, sliding in the second.
He can't catch a break.
But he played. He pinch ran last night late in the game. They put him in, so it seems like he's going to be back. I know Tony Russo said that he could play today. So with him pinch running last night, they say he swung a little bit before the game last night. It was still kind of sore, but they said there's no reason for him to go in IL. So he should be back. If he doesn't play tonight, he's probably going to play tomorrow night. See how that wrist is doing. I'm sure they'll probably test him out before the game. But he just can't catch a break, like you said, man. Every time he gets back, it seems like he gets in the groove, man. Ends up getting hurt again, man. Has to miss time. So they definitely missed that in the lineup because he's a big part. If they're going to have a lot of success, he's going to be a big part of that.
Yeah, I think he's the best hitter on the team. I think he's the best over-round ball player, and plus he's only 25 years old. I think he's hit around 300 this year, 12 bombs, 56 RBIs, and he hadn't even had an opportunity to play every day because when he's out there, he's a baller. Make sure you always listen every Thursday to Isaac. He joins me at 11:30. I appreciate it so much. He's on Twitter at Isaac_NBA, and check out his podcast at Ethos Grizzlies. You got anything coming down the pipeline?
Yeah, man, we got a podcast coming out soon, man. Got to discuss the schedule and some couple other things that are going on with the Grizzlies. So be on the lookout for that at Ethos Grizzlies.
Man, be blessed out there, and thanks again. And I'm sorry about last Thursday. My brain, it just doesn't work that well all the time.
No problem, man. I know you kicking it down there in Miami, man, getting it going. So, man, no issues with me there.
And thank you, Isaac. That is my buddy Isaac Simpson. Do me a favor, people. I got to tell you, this is very important, very, very, very important. I'm going out to Ortho Memphis today. Well, that's in Germantown off of Exeter. So you know where I'm going for lunch? Vanelli's Deli, 7873 Farmington Boulevard. You can call your order in if you want it, 901-754-2246. And I love Vanelli's for so many reasons. You can also get stuff to go from their deli case. They have a famous deli case. And I mean, I'm talking about the best brand meats and cheeses, all their homemade deli classics, their sauces, everything. You can get everything from their chicken salad to their Vanelli's meat sauce. The Vanelli's handmade raviolis are the best on planet Earth. You get that with the meat sauce, or if you like the marinara, grab it, take it home. Man, it's so yummy, it's not even funny. I'm telling you. Also, you know you can eat there. They have some famous sandwiches, and only one day a week on Saturday can you get their beef brisket special. That's tender beef brisket, seasoned with their special spices and rubs, smoked to absolute perfection, and served with Vanelli's mayonnaise. Yes, Mama's meatballs. You want a muffaletta? They got a monster muffaletta that's absolutely delicious. And don't forget the the meat, pastrami, salami, provolone, green peppers, red onions, lettuce, tomato, and Vanelli's Italian dressing. That's Vanelli's Deli. They're out there in Germantown at 7873 Farmington Boulevard. We're back in Two Shakes, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows. Stay up to date with station events and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Chris Price here for Brian Elder Roofing. Have you been turned down by your homeowner's insurance in the past 12 months for damage you believe you're owed? Call Brian Elder Roofing now. Our professionals will do a no-obligation, thorough evaluation of your property and document all damage we find. Our fully certified Hague inspectors are trained to identify storm damage to assess and build a full estimate in a language your carrier will understand. If there is no damage found, we will tell you just that. We build a data file of your actual storm damage for your carrier, all at no cost to you, free. So call now for your comprehensive roof guarantee from Brian Elder Roofing. Call us, 867-0303. That's 867-0303. Or schedule online at brianelderroofing.com. Because if you think it's a claim, we'll help you show it's a claim.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
How do you grow your business without spending more on credit card fees? Call Blake Jones, your local Mid-South Advanced Merchant Services representative. He works with your business to help it grow instantly. Small business owners already have enough cost. Let Blake Jones help you lower your credit card processing cost risk-free. Absolutely no cost to you, the small business owner. Call 662-408-9324. That's 662-408-9324. Call Blake Jones today and start saving money tomorrow.
I'm here with Kyle Storms from Big Green Egg. Kyle, I hear people all the time say how they love their Big Green Egg, but what makes a Big Green Egg so great?
Thanks, Stats. The fact that our grill is made out of the highest quality ceramic allows our customers to smoke, bake, roast, sear, and grill, all while locking in the most amount of heat and flavor in their favorite foods.
What kind of fuel does the Big Green Egg use?
100% natural lumpwood charcoal. That's really where half our flavor comes from.
How many sizes does the Big Green Egg come in?
We have 7 different sizes and all different configurations ranging from metal stands, wood tables, and metal carts with a lifetime warranty. So we really do have a size and price point for everyone.
Where can someone go to see the entire lineup of Big Green Egg?
Garden Spas and Pool, Germantown Hardware, Hamilton's Fireplace and Grills, East Memphis Ace, and Cordova Ace Hardware.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy, Johnny Radio. I got Jay Morgan Harder in the house. Yes, yes, yes. I'm very excited about that because we've been rapping about everything, and there's a lot of news going around today. I mean, we talked about the NCAA, Pete Thamel reporting that, hey, the College Football Playoff Committee might just start running football. Say, NCAA, peace, hasta mañana. They're in the infancy. But as Pete put it very well, whispers become words or something like that. And then he said seedlings become sycamores. So these things can grow and grow pretty quickly. It'll be interesting how the things with college football move forward. Now, a lot of other interesting things are out there in this world right of now, and a lot of it has to do with the National Football League. Deshaun Watson. Jay, if we had a way to wager, which we do, you know what? Would you wager that when Deshaun Watson, who's now been suspended 11 games by the National Football League, been fined $5 million, he'll be coming back and his first team he is playing is in Houston, the Texans? Are you betting the over 4 massages while in Houston or the under?
Wow, a trip back to his old home.
His old stomping ground.
Wow.
I mean, hey, only 24 soon. We found out it was, 63 that he reached out over that time. So he's got to know that, there's a couple in there like, yeah, it's cool. What's up?
Bring your own towel.
Bring your own towel.
BYOT.
By the way, is that what former fans are still going to start doing? They're going to just bring it, and it's going to be like Deshaun Watson towels?
At the Jacksonville game, they chanted, "You sick bleep." And the bleep was an F word.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so excited about the NFL. And by the way, the NFL Week 1 odds are out. And now it's time to try FanDuel Sportsbook. If you haven't already, get out there. Check out the action. Get early in on the season. In fact, get on there right now. And new FanDuel customers, listen to this. If you become a new FanDuel Sportsbook customers, you can get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. What do you think about that? Bing, bang, boom. I love a no-swing, a no-sweat first bet. You get to swing for the fences up to $1,000. If you miss, you get back $1,000 in free play. Yes, it's non-withdrawable, but you get to bet another $1,000. Bing, bang, boom. You going to lose 2 games in a row? I don't think so. Not a chance. Plus, you can also bet as the Rams to repeat, plus 1,100 right now. That's a nice little futures bet. Would you take Derrick Henry for the Titans or Jonathan Taylor to win the outright rushing title? You could maybe pick somebody else. I wouldn't go Aaron Jones because he's going to split time with Mr. Thighs. What do you think about Nick Chubb? The fact that the Browns are not going to have Deshaun Watson start the year off with Mr. Jacoby Brissett. Is Nick Chubb going to go crazy? Is it Chubby time? Who are you going to bet on? Go check out the futures, odds, and all Week 1 action at FanDuel. And remember, do me a favor. Sign up using the promo code HAPPY. Place your first bet in FanDuel again. We'll give you up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. But you know you're going to win. Swing for the fences, and it's a no-sweat first bet. There's no better place to get ready for football season than on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook and official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Sign up using the promo code HAPPY to get started with your no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's promo code HAPPY. And remember, must be 21, present in Tennessee. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days. Restrictions do apply. See the terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call the Tennessee Red Line, 1-800-889-9789. Hard and Wood on the other side on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
In the alley since 1948, the world-famous Rendezvous. John, it's so good to see everything kind of getting back to normal.
Brett, we've done a lot of ads before, but maybe it's time for me to do a recap. We have valet parking at the end of our alley on Monroe. On Fridays and Saturdays, we give away our wonderful red beans and rice until it runs out. And you know we like to do things local. Miss Barbara Jackson of Taste and See has been making these wonderful chess and pecan pies. That's pecan, not pecan, and key lime pies for dessert. And we just started serving this wonderful gelato from Sweet Magnolia Gelato Company. And just to remind everybody, you don't eat cheese and sausage with a knife and fork. You take a cracker, you put sausage on it, you put a piece of cheese on it, a little mustard or a little sauce, take a bite and chase it with the pickle. Brett, we've always been the place for all gatherings, whether they're corporate, rehearsal dinners, retirement parties, birthday parties, whatever. We seat anywhere from 20 people to 250 people. And oh, by the way, we are now open for lunch from 11 o'clock on Tuesday through Saturday. Come see us at the Rendezvous.
I've got Jeff Allen on the phone over at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah. Hey, what you got cooking over there, Jeff?
Randy, it's time to get in a new ride from Gossett Kia Mount Moriah. I can put you in a 2023 Kia Seltos LX all-wheel drive SUV 27 combined MPG for that summer vacation for just $245 a month. 36-month lease, $29.99 due at signing. And if you don't see what you want, no problem. We will order exactly what you want. You choose your own bells and whistles.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, Jeff. Service with a smile. And your Kias are always equipped with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah.
That's a 2023 Kia Seltos LX $245 a month at Gossett Kia South, 2680 Mount Moriah or KiaMountMoriah.com. $650 acquisition fee, $30,000 per year, 20 cents excess mileage, 0 security deposit. Seltos P 737-134.5, MSRP 24,610. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Kia. Excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 9/1/22. Dealer stock only.
Something you probably do know. Progressive can not only offer you a great price when you bundle home and auto, they offer you round-the-clock protection. Something you probably don't know, the average garage door is made up of 1.3 millimeter aluminum panels. Something you probably do know, your neighbor likes to tinker with his dirt bike. Something you probably don't know, a runaway dirt bike can take out your garage door and a good portion of your car bumper. Bundle your home and auto with Progressive and get more than a great price. Get round-the-clock protection. Something you know for the things you don't know. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers and subject to policy terms. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Oh, yeah. 4.9 liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy Johnny Radio. I got Jay Morgan Harder in the hizzy, baby. We've been hanging out all day. Thank you again to Isaac Simpson who joined me. And I got a little sweet announcement. I don't know if you know this, but starting next week, guess who is going to join me at noon every single Thursday?
Who?
One of my favorite people on planet Earth, Evie Van Pelt.
Oh, Evie, the Rebel Walk.
It's time for Ole Miss, baby. Yeah, we got a little 2-hour Rebel Walk special tonight, don't we, Jay?
Oh, is that right?
Isn't it 2-hour special?
That's
I'm
right.
pretty I'm sure.
Well, the Rebel Walk did an awesome story earlier in the week about Lane Kiffin and his new morning routine.
Are you talking about also, have you heard about their punter that they found?
They found a frat row.
At a frat row.
At a keg party.
Like, so is that probably like the most Animal House thing you've ever heard in your life?
Absolutely.
I love this. We're going to talk some Ole Miss football. I will probably drop in a little bit of story about my daughter all year long because I am a proud dad since she is cheering at Ole Miss. Do you know how hard it is to be a cheerleader at Ole Miss?
Do you know how hard it is to be a cheer dad at Ole Miss? I mean, that's even more, honestly.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, you're kind of right. 4 more years. I think in 4 years, I think I'm going to move to Miami.
You know they do the hashtag girl dad? It's like hashtag cheer dad.
I'm definitely, they got cheer dad out there all over the place. But yes, Ole Miss Evie will join us every single Thursday. We'll talk Rebels. Make sure you follow the Rebel Walk and Ole Miss Evie on the Twitter. But I'm excited about that. Then again, that's starting next Thursday, Now, Lee Sterling will be joining us on Fridays.
Lovely.
Starting in 2 weeks.
Great hockey. He's good football, better. He's great hockey. We got better,
He's good
too.
at UFC. I don't know
And he's good
anything
at
about
UFC.
UFC, but I do take almost all of his bets on UFC, especially if he has a 30-star to a 50-star play on a UFC person. Right now, it's like, since I've taken him, I think it's like 13-2. Like banging.
Does he like the flyweight under this weekend? I tell you, you always want to go under on rounds on flyweight because even though flyweight's a battle to the death, those guys, they always pin early.
Yeah,
I'm
they
telling
do.
you right now.
They do. They really do. They definitely pin a little bit early.
That's my UFC advice for gambling.
By the way, the other thing is, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I'm starting to think the girls in UFC a lot of times have better fights.
Oh, they'll go at the fight. Talk about fight to the death. The girls, they go after it.
Can
man.
I also say this? I don't know. This was a very sexist comment probably when I made it years ago, and it wasn't meant to be because, again, I like girls.
That's right. You
and
love
I
women.
love my daughters. I love females. I don't want to see them beat each other up. For some reason, like, it just makes me I'm like, I can't watch it because when a woman gets like her face smashed in, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is horrible.
Big black eye.
Dude, like, oh, it is just so sad. But guess what happens? You continuously see it, and then like Lee Sterling will come out and have a couple
Give you a bet.
huge bets on these women fights, and you're watching them, and then you get scared in the middle of them because they ain't playing no games, man. Like, they're going crazy on there. And I used to say that I didn't want to see women fight. And again, I don't know if that's sexist, but I will tell you I have come around to where now, if I got money on that bad boy, I'm screaming and yelling, going banana sandwiches. Break her! You must break her. So, anyway.
Rose Namajunas.
Is she really good?
She's awesome.
She's awesome?
She's crazy.
Is she the new, Ronda Rousey wasn't that great. She got beat up.
Yeah, exactly. This girl's legitimately, she's never going to lose.
Amanda Nunes beat the brakes off that girl
And
last time.
And Amanda Nunes
She's
fallen
going
off
down.
too.
You know what happened, don't you? She got married.
Yes. Well, this woman
Had a child.
This woman is from like Lithuania. She's like a purebred fighter, and she is nasty, crazy. Rose Namajunas. She's
and you meant
wild.
nasty in the
in
most
in a positive way,
in the most respectful fashion you could say.
Yeah, in a positive sense, like in terms of like she's a crazy fighter.
All right, if you had to fight her, your odds to
butt.
win minus 350.
No, her odds would be
That's what I'm
minus
saying.
350.
She would be minus 350
if not
or
more
400.
so. I mean, maybe minus 1,000.
Oh, that's
I mean,
bad.
You'd get like 4 digits at least on me to win.
I like this.
Plus 4 digits.
I like this. I wish. Is this wrong though? I mean, is this the next evolution of fighting eventually? Are we going to see like your average Joe?
Billie Jean King, Battle of the Sexes.
No, that's what I'm talking about. I want it to be. You know that show? There's like Average Joes versus Pros.
Pros
or something?
versus Joes, great
Dude,
TV show.
It's like I knew you would know something about this. I would love to see like average dudes who actually think they could get in the octagon and beat these ladies up, and then they go in there and these women would work them.
Pros versus Joes Fight Edition. Just these women beat up men that think they have what it takes.
Exactly.
I would actually. That's a great TV.
Is that? Dude, I'm telling you right now. I got these ideas, brother. I don't know. Why are people calling me?
Sports 56 and Flynn Broadcasting needs to expand into television, and this is the first show we put on the air.
I'm all about
and
it.
reruns of Pros versus Joes.
I don't actually. I never have seen it, but I remember it.
Oh, it was a great show back in the day, man.
I think
on Spike TV.
I think a Pro versus Joe. Like one of the Joes won, and then he got another reality show or something on The Bachelor.
I don't think I've ever seen a Joe win, but I believe a Joe won once.
Yeah, Joe won once. One time.
But some of the Joes ended up being like amateur professional athletes themselves.
Yeah, that was
kind of
cheating.
Fair.
I'm like, oh, hey, he made it to AAA. Do you know how close he was to play in the league?
Exactly.
In the show, like he was right there, bro.
It needs to be like an accountant. You know what I mean? Like it needs to be like.
Well, that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be accountant. We're going to get like a retired firefighter.
That's right.
A dude with a pacemaker. We're sending him in the ring
Dude,
to get their brain.
pacemaker.
Heck yeah, I think that would be like fight to the death.
He's on his third pacemaker.
His chance, if he wins, he gets a new pacemaker and $1 million.
Wow, he needs a new pacemaker.
If he loses, he's going down.
6 feet under.
Like that's actually the most genius thing I've ever brought up.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? We need to get in TV production.
I'm telling you what, I majored in TV and film, John. I can help you out. We'll split it 60-40 my way.
And I want to do another show because I saw that one other show that I have a good idea about. Have you ever seen like those alligator people that hunt alligators and
Oh,
do that stuff?
oh
Swamp
yeah,
people or
Swamp
whatever?
People's a great show.
I mean, yeah, but I want to see the alligators actually get loose on a few people. Like, I want to see like
outtakes.
Like, no. I'm talking about like a new form. They're like the people who are out there, like baiting alligators. Both of them have to jump in the swim to swim. Whoever can get to the other side without getting eaten gets $1 million. Other person, hospital trip.
I actually like
airlifted up out of this
See,
junk.
because they did try this a few years ago on Shark Week. They tried to have Michael Phelps race a shark, but the shark was CGI. It was a fake shark. I want to see Michael Phelps race a real shark. And I want to see these people fight real gators.
I do too. I mean, I'm talking about, and back in the day, I don't know if you saw this show, man. It was with Adam Sandler, the Water Boy.
Oh, he would wrestle gators.
They wrestled gators.
Absolutely.
I want to see gator wrestling. I want to see people like swimming across like gator-infested waters, and one comes out rich, and the other person is just mangled. This is okay.
Live TV, John, cheap to produce, make a lot of money doing it. That's the key right there.
Hey, if the Big Ten can get $7 billion from Fox, CBS,
gator wrestling,
and NBC, they need to call us because I think we can get $10 billion for my ideas.
I
But you
agree.
know what, man? I can also save you money right now. Do you have a business? Are you starting a business? Is your business growing? Is it maturing? What's going on with your business? Well, right now, it's probably angry. Your business is kind of mad because, one, it's hard to find great talent these days, it feels like, because all the little snowflakes out there, like Jay, who just don't really like to work. Actually, I'm so glad I have this little snowflake because you're really good at it. By the way, I did see another show last night because I'm in pain. I can't do anything. It was called Snowflakes Mountain.
Oh, that's what I call my bedroom.
No, they took 10 snowflakes and put them out in the woods with some like 3 survivalists to teach them how to do it. And it is the funniest thing I think I've actually ever seen because
I'm a perfect candidate.
I got caught up in this thing just going, they can't do anything. Like there were more tears. Oh, I just can't believe how cold it is. And I'm not eating that. Oh, it was great.
I'd break down in tears.
It was great. So again, like, the world's a little bit different. Right now, interest rates are going up. I don't care what anybody says. We're definitely slowing in a recession. How about you keep your business afloat? Fix your bottom line by calling one of the best men in the world that I know, and that would be Blake Jones. Again, his wife is a nurse in Memphis. He is a supporter of Sports 56, the Memphis Tigers. His daughter, Savannah, who happens to have the same name as my daughter, cheered at the University of Memphis. I love Blake, and I'm going to tell you right now, your business is going to love him because if you give him a call, he's your local Mid-South Advanced Merchant Service representative. He's going to work with your business and help it grow basically instantly. You know how he's going to do it? He's going to get rid of your credit card processing fees. Why pay him? Does it make sense to you, the business owner? So help lower your credit card processing cost. It's risk-free. There's absolutely no cost to you, the business owner. And guess what happens? You start saving money the very next day. So put this in your phone. Jot it down with a pen. 662-408-9324. That's 662-408-9324. Call Blake Jones today. Start saving money tomorrow. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
All righty. We did talk a little bit about our homie Lane Kiffin, right?
Lane Train.
We have to bring this up again.
His dog.
So they really found a punter at a kegger in the fraternity. This is.
Can I put on my skeptical hat, John? I think they're milking this story a little bit. I think Lane knows how funny it is to have this be the headline. I think they knew of this guy. They didn't just walk down fraternity row and picked out a random guy at a keg party. They knew of him. They contacted, you know what I mean? It's funny to say they found him at a keg party. I think they knew of this guy beforehand.
Dude, his also name is Charlie Pollock. He's a 250-pound Charlie Pollock.
Like an Aussie rules punter.
Dude, he's a big fat punter, and he was found at a keg party. And I'm sorry, I believe everything Ole Miss tells me.
Really?
Yes, every single thing. I'm on the Lane train.
I'm putting on my skeptical hat.
Gosh almighty.
I'm on the Lane train. I actually think, John, I watched the spring game last week, and I think Jackson Dart's a bum. I think we need to give the starting job to Luke Altmaier. But I'm skeptical.
Do you think that's going to happen?
As of right now, yeah, I do. They already moved Michael Trigg back to second-string tight end behind Chad Kelly's brother.
Sure did.
I can't remember. Casey Kelly, I think is his name. But, I think Jackson Dart's too about himself, and Lane, he won't run the offense, and Lane wants him to run the offense. Jackson Dart just likes throwing the ball downfield. Like, he's never thrown a pass within 10 yards in his life, this guy. But that's not what we're talking about, John. We're talking about the punter that they found at a keg party. I'm putting on my skeptical hat, but I'll tell you what, I'm cheering for the guy. I hope he comes out and wins. What's the punter award? I don't know
the Luke Groza Award.
Luke Groza. I hope he wins the Groza Award. You know what? I'm going to start.
Is that right?
I'm going to start the campaign for Groza Award for him. I'll look it up. Did you see? By the way, speaking of punter, did you see, John, that the punt god for the Bills kicked an 80-yard? The Ray Guy Award is for punters. I think the Groza Award is for kickers. Ray Guy is the punter award.
Oh, it's Ray Guy, the punter award. Groza is the kicker one.
But did you see the punt god, Matt?
Hey, you know what? You have to have a G in your name, right?
That's right, because you're a G.
Because you're a straight-up gangster.
Uh-huh. Did you see, John, Matt Araiza, the punter for the Bills, the rookie punter that went to San Diego State? Punt god is what they call him. They call him the punt god. Kicked an 82-yard punt in the air. Ended up going like 90-some yards as it went into the end zone. 82-yard punt for the Bills.
Well, you know what?
How about keep it out of the end zone?
Once it goes, that's what I was going to say. Hey, idiot, keep it out of the end zone. Don't give it to him on the 20,
Tell him,
man.
John, 62-yard net.
Please.
Take those 20 yards back.
Man, come on, man.
Please.
By the way, you want to know something crazy?
Please.
How is I need to know this because I've been in finance all day, it feels like.
You are.
But how in the heck does Lamar Odom have $80K to get a whole veneer process and get his teeth redone? This guy had 30 ladies of the night and a whole lot of cocaine and died and then was brought back to life, was in a coma.
He's been going on reality TV.
And so
getting that money back.
They're making that much money on reality TV.
I mean, because it's cheap to produce. You don't have to pay the people much, but if you do enough of it, you make a lot of money. And Lamar Odom probably has a pretty hefty cost to get on reality TV.
I don't know if you realize, he had a huge crack problem. Do you know what crack does to your bank account?
Makes it whack.
It makes it whack because crack,
Crack
takes all the money that you made, crack takes it back.
That's right.
By the way, kids, do me a favor. Don't smoke crack.
No, it's whack.
It's really whack. Like, it's bad. But Lamar Odom, do you know why he needed new teeth, by the way? Because he smoked crack.
Yeah, I need the veneers.
Yeah, dude. I mean, by the way, kids, you wouldn't have to get veneers if you didn't smoke crack. So, and you need to probably brush your teeth.
I feel like I have a superpower for spotting fake hair and veneers. Freddie Freeman, total veneer guy. Fake teeth. Those teeth are not real. Don't you agree, John?
I think you're right.
Freddie does not have real teeth. That's why he moved to L.A. John, strippers at an L.A. strip club want to join the Screen Actors Guild. Would you let them into the Actors Union for strippers?
Do you know how hard it is to act like you're interested in a 300-pound man who's sweating profusely just because he has a wad of cash in his pocket?
Let him in?
I'm telling you right now, they would win every dead gum category. They're the best actors in the whole wide world because they make people think that they actually like them when all they do is take all their cash. And I do know some strippers. I've known a lot of strippers. Like, I'm friends with strippers. I like them. Like, they're
your pals.
They're fun people to hang out with.
Any male strippers?
No, I don't know.
Well, do you have one male stripper friend that's dead now?
I was going to say yes, but he's dead.
R.I.P.
Pistol Pete, man.
Pistol Pete,
Rest in peace, Pistol.
Yeah.
But he was the only stripper male that I knew.
Had a hog, Pistol Pete.
Yeah. He was a big Arkansas fan. But the point was, back to the strippers and how fun they are to hang out with. You know, strippers can party. But when you talk about acting, again, there's this old dude, I'm not going to call him out by his name, but he's a very nice guy. Have cocktails with him every once in a while. He loves strippers. He has a stripper when she's like, hey, I wanted this purse, or I want this. Like, he goes and gets these gifts for her. He probably spends like $20K a month on this lady. Do you know, I asked him one day, I was like, man, y'all must be like tight. I can't believe, and I was joking around. I'm like, I can't believe she sleeps with your ugly old self. And he goes, oh, I can't wait. I'm hoping that happens one day. And I'm like, what? You spend like $20K a month? I'm like, man, I think I need to be a stripper. Do you think that there's like male strippers out there that make a lot of money?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I think they make just as much as women do.
Well, it doesn't seem to be talked about as much. I do know that when I was in Miami, Magic Mike was coming down there to do a Magic Mike strip club event. It was pretty interesting because I had to like fight these women and say, no, we're not doing anything like that. Like, I'm here with y'all, okay?
You know, Magic Mike gave Channing Tatum a big head. Apparently, he's a jerk now after doing Magic Mike.
I mean, honestly,
you
I
become
can
a male
see that
stripper
happen.
and you become a
yeah,
jerk.
Like, and Pistol was the only nice stripper I know.
The only one.
The male.
Well,
Pistol,
did you ever meet him?
Yeah, man, of course.
Oh, you knew Pistol.
Well, I knew him in a different light. I actually did not know he was a stripper. I thought he just was the mullet master.
He was the mullet master.
Like John Stamos doesn't have the best hair. It was Pistol.
And he had a good stash, too,
He had
right?
a great stash,
Good
yeah.
stash.
Great
I think
stash.
you have to have a mustache if you're a male stripper.
It does kind of like at least. Yeah, I think that would help. Ladies, by the way, 901-360-8255. Do you like your strippers with a mustache? Or do you call it a porn stash? Or do you want them like John Stamos hairstyle?
Or a merkin.
By the way, do you think that there's any strippers with no hair?
Oh, of course.
You could become the first one. Oh, you think there are?
Oh, absolutely. It's a whole classification of stripper is bald.
So you don't make
and
as
they're
much
bald
money,
all
do you?
over, which I wouldn't be a candidate for that.
Oh, no. That would take you like a month to like shave your back.
Yeah.
And by the way, how do people get their back shaved? It's hard enough to wash your back.
A good friend.
Oh, goodness gracious. Do you have any other real Hardenwood stories?
I do, John. I have one more if you would like it. I also have the worst quarterback competitions ever, but I have another Hardenwood story here. Is you've seen all these electric muscle cars coming out. Like Ford is making an electric version of the Mustang. Dodge is making an electric version of the Charger, a muscle car. But all the other muscle cars that have come out are silent, John. Dodge says they're going to add sound to their electric muscle car. Good move, bad move?
I think a muscle car has to have some sound.
It has to have an engine.
I mean, I hate to say it has to go. Like, could you imagine going to watch Bigfoot and he's supposed to crush some cars and it sounds like this?
Or it doesn't sound like anything.
Well, I mean, they make the worst. I'm sorry. I don't know if you know this, but like,
Electric cars don't make any noise.
Electric cars are stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I have to say this. I have a friend. He's all about, like, I mean, I understand. Like, actually, can I tell you something? He's an idiot because, number one, there's not enough lithium, and you have to make these huge craters in the earth to make enough electric batteries for everybody in the world to have an electric car.
But I don't have to pay for gas.
Period. Well, dude, this is the whole other thing. You destroy the earth a lot better. I don't know if you ever gone to see a oil field when I used to drive to
Lubbock. When I used to drive to Lubbock, you have the.
But we're gonna like get all these stupid. Anyway, the worst part about it is here's a friend of mine, and I'm gonna tell on him. He loves being smarter than everybody else, and he's very, very left-leaning lunatic style. Like loves things that don't exist. Like he makes these whole fake things up in his head. Okay. And he's, of course, has a Tesla. His
Tesla.
electric car.
He's got an iPad.
So I don't know if you know this, but do you know New Orleans is like a 6-hour drive?
That's right.
He was taking him and his wife down to New Orleans in his new Tesla.
Didn't make
and he plotted out how he was going to stop at these charging stations. By the way, which are basically run on coal, natural gas, and oil. Which again, I'm using an electric car, but I'm still using like coal, gas, and electricity. But blah 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 blah. Point is, the first charging station, was down. Like, so they had to go to another charging station. On that way, they ran out of gas on the side of the road. I mean, ran out of electricity. So they're stuck on the side of the road. My man had a 5-day trip planned out and spent 1.5 days in New Orleans. And he had to fly back to go to work and leave his electric car with his wife, who then had to make the perilous trip, which ended up happening. She had to wait 6 hours one time because the charging stations were down.
Call AAA.
Let me just tell you a little secret. Did you know that the train from downtown leaves at about 6 in the morning to New Orleans?
That's right.
They got a smoking compartment. You can drink.
You can smoke on a train?
Yeah, they got a smoking compartment on a train. You can go down there and just open the window and smoke a little hippie lettuce if you want to.
I've always wanted to take the train trip.
You've never taken the train into New Orleans?
I've taken the train in Canada once when I went on a cruise.
Do you know how I learned about how great the train to New Orleans is? So I went to a Lakewood amphitheater on Halloween to watch Widespread Panic. It was like 1998.
Panic.
Little Panic show. Partying like a rock star, playing ball like an all-star. The show is over. I can't find my car. I don't remember where I parked it. I think my car got stolen. I convinced myself, oh my God, my car was stolen. So I had to go back. So I came back on the train. Well, a week later, I got a phone call. Thank you to the wonderful officers at the New Orleans police station. They found my car in a parking garage. So I did park it. I just had no idea where I parked that junk. And I learned about the train. And guess what? I've never left my car in New Orleans again because I always take the train.
That midnight train to Memphis.
Man, it's great.
Not Georgia.
This was a very important conversation we had. By the way, do you know what? If you want to go on the train ride, though, you can also probably go beforehand to Wilkinson's. If you go to Wilkinson's Liquor and Wine, you can go and get all the tequilas you want. They have one of the largest selection of tequilas, period. I mean, they got it all. They got my girl Jenner's tequila. They got Patron, Perfidio. They got Mezcal. If you like tequila, Wilkinson's Liquor and Wine has it. Do you like vodka? Tito's, they sell it over there. Do you know how much a whole handle of Tito's is? $32, and that's after tax. A whole handle. I'm talking about a monster bottle. You takes 2 hands to pour a drink. You got to be careful with it because it's so dead gum big and heavy. Well, with your muscles, Jay, I think you can handle it. But I'm telling you out there, they have the vodkas, the tequilas, and they have 70 different single malts. They have bourbon and whiskey from all over the country, not just Tennessee and Kentucky, from all over the world. They have Japanese bourbons. Did you know that? It's actually fire. I went out there. They've let me try a lot. And if you're a wine enthusiast, that's where you have to go to get your wine. That's Wilkinson's Liquor and Wine. They have every region, every type of grape, all the whites to the reds, the Pinot Noir, the Pinot Grigio. They got the Sauvignon Blancs. They got the Merlots. They got everything. You know where it's at? At 146 Highway 72, Suite 102. It's next to Captain John's Barbecue. This is Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. His store is called Captain John's Barbecue, and right next to Captain John's is what? Wilkinson's Liquor and Wine. So if you love sports, if you love a good time, you need to head over there and get your favorite spirits. They're open every single day, 7 days a week. There's Sundays, they're open 10 to 7, a little bit shorter hours, but baby, they're still open on Sunday. And again, at 10 a.m., they're ready to rock and fire. It's Wilkinson's Liquor and Wine. Don't you dare touch the dial. We got to bet some baseball today, Jay. Did you know that?
Love it.
And we have a few more stories. What about the Little League World Series? Over and under, how many games have you watched?
0, so under 1.
Man, are you serious? Am I the only adult who loves the Little League World Series?
Yeah. Well, I think Gabe and Brett liked it too.
Oh, do they?
Because I remember Brian saying that he was poo-pooing it and they didn't like that he poo-pooed it.
I think it's one of the – I love baseball, you know that. But, seeing the joy from these little kids is just so much fun. So we'll talk some baseball, Little League World Series, and we got to gamble on the other side on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Let former Memphis Tiger Gabe Kuhn and Brett Norsworthy take you home every afternoon with Sports Time on Sports 56. Weekdays from 3 to 6 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Simple, smooth, and every sip as easy as the last. Tito's handmade vodka tastes just as good with tap water as it does with your favorite mixer. Back in the day, Tito distilled, hand bottled, taste tested, sent to a few friends, then taste tested again to give you the finest juice around. No frills, no flavors, no fancy labels, just the good stuff. Just Tito's. For recipes, videos, and more, visit Tito'sVodka.com.
Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas, 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Hey, everybody. We're out here in Olive Branch at All-Star Chevrolet checking out the all-new 2022 and 2023 Chevys here on the lot or on the way. And don't forget about the certified pre-owned Chevys ready for fall road trips and some tailgating. Silverados, Tahoes, Suburbans, Trailblazers, or just pre-order what you want. Jeff and Kevin want me to give a big shout out to all of you who chose All-Star Chevy as the best place to sell any car or truck and get a check today, even if you still owe on it. Just go to allstarautogroup.com and see all the pre-owned vehicles. Grand Caravans, Ram Bighorns, Laramies, Silverados, Nissan Rogues, Jeep Grand Cherokees, even Range Rovers. If you need maintenance or service on any vehicle, call Gary. He can get you to a GM certified technician and soon. Call or go online to allstarautogroup.com. Remember, it's not the Pike, not South Haven, not Bartlett or Mount Moriah or Collierville. It's got to be Olive Branch, people. So find new roads to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch or go to allstarautogroup.com.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Chris Price here for Brian Elder Roofing. Have you been turned down by your homeowner's insurance in the past 12 months for damage you believe you're owed? Call Brian Elder Roofing now. Our professionals will do a no-obligation, thorough evaluation of your property and document all damage we find. Our fully certified Hague inspectors are trained to identify storm damage, to assess and build a full estimate in a language your carrier will understand. If there is no damage found, we will tell you just that. We build a data file of your actual storm damage for your carrier, all at no cost to you, free. So call now for your comprehensive roof guarantee from Brian Elder Roofing. Call us. 867-0303. That's 867-0303. Or schedule online at brianelderroofing.com. Because if you think it's a claim, we'll help you show it's a claim.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Hi, this is Jimmy Stovall with Corky's Barbecue. We have been serving up our legendary barbecue for more than 38 years right here in Memphis. Whether you're dining in, picking up in our drive-thru, or serving our famous barbecue at your party, Corky's makes it so easy for you with our party pack starting at only $7.49 per person. And you know you never have to worry about running out of food with Corky's.
Encore flavor, Corky's Barbecue.
Looking for a new ride but can't seem to find the one you want? Well, we got it covered at Gossett Kia on the Pike. Take the road by storm in a 2023 Kia Seltos LX all-wheel drive SUV. Now just $245 a month. 36 month lease, $29.99 due at signing. That's $245 a month for a 2023 Kia Seltos LX. And we've got lots to choose from at Gossett Kia on the Pike. But if you don't see what you want, we'll get it ordered for you ASAP. Just pick out the one you want and you won't pay over at Gossett Kia on the Pike. Plus, all Gossett Kias come equipped with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Ask for Bobby J. He'll put you in a new Kia today at Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike. Or shop 24/7 at KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
$650 acquisition fee, $30,000 per year, 20 cents excess mileage, 0 security deposit. Seltos P737 134.5 MSRP 24,610. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Kia. Excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 9/1/22. Dealer stock only.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy, Johnny Radio. I got Jay Morgan Harder hanging out with me, and oh my goodness, I'm so fired up, Jay. You know why? I got
football's
baseball
on tonight. Oh,
well,
I was wrong.
Well, no. I got the Little League World Series on right now, so I'm watching the kids play. I got a football game. There's a quarterback competition going on with Seattle tonight.
Oh, Drew Lock and Geno Smith?
Yes.
Man, I think it's a Geno game. I'm all here for Geno.
Geno. You know what the one thing that I also think is super, super cool about this game?
What's that?
I'm going to bet the house on Seattle minus 3.5. And I'm not going to just bet the house. I'm going to bet the kitchen. I'm going to
Bears are undefeated, though,
I'm betting
John.
my daughter's college fund. I'm putting this on.
You can't do that. She's already in college.
Yeah, she is. She actually.
Bears are undefeated, though, John, and they beat the Chiefs. Does that not buy anything for you?
Do you know this is at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington?
I didn't even know the name of the field was Lumen.
Yes, it is. And they
12th
have.
man.
It's like I wish it was Lululemon because at least I know what Lululemon is. I don't know what Lumen is.
Lumen is the company from the TV show Severance.
Wait, what's Severance?
It's a show on Apple TV with Adam.
You have Apple TV?
Apple TV Plus. Oh yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
How do you get it?
Through Apple.
By the way, little sidebar. Do you know that I got a phone call this morning? I went completely banana sandwiches on this person. Do you know that I've never ordered anything from Amazon? Have I told you this?
You're anti-Amazon.
I am. No, I'm not anti.
You just never done it.
I just, number one, I don't need a lot of stuff. I need food, and drink, and I need clothes to wear.
Lumen is a telecommunications company.
Well, the point is, the Amazon people called and told me, "Excuse me, Mr. Harden, did you order on your Amazon account like a MacBook, some AirBuds, all this stuff?" And I was like, "No, I did not." And they're like, "Well, we just need to." And I go, "No. I don't think you understand. I've never ordered anything from Amazon. I don't have an Amazon account." And they're like, well, Mr. Harden, it looks like you do have one. I said, well, then that's false. And they're like, do you live here? I said, no, I don't live in California. I'm like, you're calling me. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. I was like, look at my – man, I went off on them. By the way, they ended up fixing it.
How did it get linked to you? That's wild.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think there's certain things you probably shouldn't look up on the Twitter. I was doing research.
Right.
I mean, I'm probably hacked.
On some of your stripper friends.
Yes, I was just OnlyFans.
John, you mentioned a quarterback controversy in Seattle between Drew Lock and Geno Smith.
Yep.
I would contend one of the worst quarterback competitions in NFL history. We might have another one. Would you consider Baker and Sam Darnold up there?
I think Baker and Sam Darnold are one of the worst quarterback competitions, and poor Matt Rule in Carolina, because this dude will lose his job after this year. The other thing is every single quarterback competition that has happened for the Denver Broncos since Peyton Manning retired has also been there as the trashiest. Think about it.
I've got two of them. 2016 Broncos, Trevor Siemian versus Paxton Lynch versus Mark Sanchez.
Ooh.
And then, this is 2017 Browns. But no, that's the Broncos one that's terrible. 2017 Browns was Deshaun Kaiser versus Brock Osweiler and Cody Kessler.
Ooh, that was painful. What about the whole Tim Couch years? Just the fact that he was still playing for the Browns was just absolutely ridiculous.
I had one that was, 2008, Rex Grossman versus Kyle Orton.
Oh, my goodness. Did you know, I still can't believe Sexy Rexy played in
the
the Super Bowl. Like, you know how.
That's how good the defense was.
I was going to say, you know how good every single person on that football team had to be to carry Rex Grossman to a Super Bowl?
It's good news for any other mediocre quarterback out there. 2002 Panthers, Rodney Peete and Chris Winkie.
You know what? Chris Winkie is underrated. Rodney Peete was so overrated, and now everybody knows he was one of the biggest busts of all time. The air show did not work.
They should have gone to Winkie, is what you're saying.
But I think the Washington, they were at the time the Redskins when Steve Spurrier was coaching them, and it was Danny Warfel, and oh my gosh, who was the other? It wasn't Noah Brandeis from Florida, but my goodness, that was also remember the Florida Gators when they had Noah Brandeis?
Didn't Danny Warfel win that job?
And Doug Johnson rotating back and forth.
Wait, didn't Danny Warfel end up winning that job?
And Danny Warfel was the worst NFL quarterback I've ever seen.
Oh, wow. Drew Lock out with COVID tonight, so it's not even a competition. It's just Geno out there.
So he's got the vid, huh?
I've got another one for you. 2012 or 2010.
More dangerous in 2022, the vid or the HIV?
I don't know. The HIV is very dangerous. Although not really, because Magic Johnson's been alive forever.
I know, and there's these new commercials out that are like, have you not seen the dude with the long hair, and he's playing like a jazz musician?
What happened at Camp LaJolle?
What's that?
You haven't seen these commercials? There's if you were in the Marines and stationed at Camp LaJolle, it's a class action lawsuit. I see them all the time. What happened at Camp LaJolle?
What TV shows are you watching?
It's on every channel all the time. Now, granted, I do watch some old person television sometimes, but I want to know what happened at Camp LaJolle. I think whatever happened at Camp LaJolle is the most dangerous. That's number one on the power rankings right now.
All right.
What about
so right now? Hold on. So you're telling me that I should not bet the house on Seattle -3.5?
No, I'm here for Geno. Geno looked good.
Geno looked good. He would have hurt them.
Awful.
Okay, so Geno's going to win this job.
Absolutely. Not even close.
Do they play him more than one half of football?
No. Well, okay, that's another question. What is the dress rehearsal game now? It used to always be week 3 of the preseason.
Yep.
That's dress rehearsal. There's only 3 weeks of preseason now, so is it week 2? Is this dress rehearsal week?
I think so.
Do you think they even play starters anymore?
I mean, not usually in the preseason.
It's dress rehearsal week. So Geno plays the whole game.
I love how the NFL also pretends when you buy your regular season football tickets, how they're like, oh, and yeah, we're going to let you go to the preseason games for free.
Yeah.
Like they didn't factor in those. And who's going to the preseason games anyway?
I have a question.
Your friends that you really don't like that much because you won't give them regular season game tickets?
And they don't paint the field in the preseason. Why don't they paint the field?
It's a good question.
Why does it cost that much more
paint? They got to
paint?
save some money on paint, dog.
I don't understand. How much money is paint?
I think people that own paint right now are probably a little ticked off of the NFL.
They never paint it for preseason. What about 2009 Bucks, John? Byron Leftwich, Luke McCown, and Josh Freeman.
Whoa, that is a very
bad one.
Low bar. Byron Leftwich in college was great.
So was Josh Freeman.
But let me tell you something. In the National Football League, Byron Leftwich, who's a great offensive coordinator and a great offensive mind in Tampa Bay, has the longest windup. His
longer than
wind-up
Tebow. Longer than Tebow.
Yes, it was longer than Tebow's. It's like a 7-second windup. I'm like, my goodness, nobody could get this guy to go from his ear to go forward. He literally had to pull the ball all the way down, circle it up in the air. It was awful.
What about 2010 Panthers, John? Matt Moore and Jimmy Clausen.
Dude, Jimmy
Clausen.
Like, my Tennessee fans out there are probably like just rolling over in
That's
the grave.
Casey Clausen.
Dude, Jimmy and
didn't Jimmy go to Notre Dame?
And didn't he? Oh, he did, didn't he?
And Casey went to. Oh, Casey the Iceman, one of the best Tennessee quarterbacks
he was a great
ever.
Tennessee quarterback. He just didn't play on Sunday.
He didn't.
No.
Last one, John. 2015 Texans. Brian Hoyer and Ryan Mallett. Brian Hoyer, like we said yesterday, has his own chair.
Let me just tell you
has
something.
his own chair.
I loved
in
me
New
some
England.
Ryan Mallett when he was at Arkansas.
Oh, Ryan Mallett could sling it, man.
I was like, this guy, he runs, he throws the ball, he makes big plays, he's crazy, he's a cult hero. And then I was like, oh, that's right. That doesn't really translate to the NFL.
It doesn't.
It really did not. Oh, you know what does, though, translate?
What?
Food.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so hungry right now.
I'm starving, literally.
I've been thinking about A&J's Catfish Station for a good 30 minutes. Have you been out there? They're at 5950 9 Auto Road. You can call them at 901-795-0303. Why do I love A&J's Catfish Station? Because, well, they're geniuses. They care about their customers. They do everything that was created to be with customer in mind. That means they don't cook until you order your food. Their food doesn't sit around waiting for you. They wait for you to order. They prepare your meal so it's fresh, it's hot, it's great tasting. It is the bomb diggity. And I love almost everything they have over there. In fact, I do love everything. They have the Delta Hush Puppies. Oh, my goodness. Southern-style crab cakes. Do you like fried green tomatoes? It was a great movie, wasn't it? Have you ever seen it?
Love it.
Don't really remember, but I think there was a little girl in there who was like, grew up and she hung out in a tree. Fried green tomatoes was a great movie. Do you know what's better than the movie Fried Green Tomatoes?
What?
The fried green tomatoes at A&J's Catfish Station. They have signature salads. They have catfish fillet baskets, blackened catfish. They have fried chicken tenders. Did you know they have this grilled chicken tenderloin salad to me is to die for? I love it. Oh, do you like wings?
Love them.
Woo! Get a 5-piece whole wing set for $15.99. They got a 10-piece whole wing set, 25-piece. Or you can get their southern fried catfish, their tenders, and a couple thighs. They can mix and match everything. I'm telling you right now, catfish is out of control, but only at A&J's Catfish Station. They have the best food in the Mid-South. Give them a call, order, and go pick it up as fast as you can. You'll absolutely love it. Again, they're at 5950 9 Auto Road. Call them at 901-795-0300. They'll start cooking your food to order. Bing, bang, you pick it up, and it's hot and it's fresh. Coming back on the other side, because, Jay, we are pulling some plays. Do you know we have baseball going on right now?
Birds up 3-0, baby.
Birds up 3-0 over the Rockies. I don't know how I slept on this. I forgot about this game. But we also have another couple day baseball games. Isaac Simpson's White Sox are hosting the Astros.
Lucas Giolito.
The biggest disappointment for the White Sox this year has been Lucas Giolito. And you know what, though? Garcia, who's pitched pretty well for the Astros, only 9-8 record. His ERA is now ballooned to 4.03, especially since the All-Star break. My man can't win a ball game. Who's going to win? We're going to talk about it on the other side on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Acura of Memphis invites you to experience the all-new, completely redesigned 2022 Acura MDX. It's the most advanced SUV Acura has ever built. Experience the convenience of full connectivity, including built-in Alexa, Wi-Fi hotspot, and wireless charging, from the stunning interior complete with third-row seating. Stop by our state-of-the-art facility and take advantage of our aggressive APR offers today at Ridgeway and 385. Or shop online from the convenience of home now. Visit AcuraofMemphis.com.
Regions Bank presents Brett Young. live at the Garden, Saturday, August 20th at Radiance Amphitheater with special guest Levi. Lawn and Pit tickets on sale now at www.ticketmaster.com. For more information, go to radianceamp.com. Also presented by Regions Bank, Duncan Williams Asset Management, AutoZone, True Green, Gossett Motor, The Lily Company, Pro Show, and Mahaffey Events.
Are you sick and tired of that constant pain in your knees, hips, or back? Especially this time of year. You need to be moving pain-free, right? Hey, it's Greg Gaston for the team at QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics is helping people here every day, giving them lasting pain relief using the latest advances in regenerative medicine. The science is simple. They concentrate your own body's healing agents and apply them to your aching joints, restoring and repairing damaged tissue, with no drugs, no steroids, and no surgery. Listen, the old remedies for pain are not the only remedies. You need to learn more about how regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics can change your life. Make this the last summer you suffer from chronic pain. They've got clinics here and all over America. This is the exciting new natural way to deal with joint pain with no side effects and no downtime. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. 901-445-1010. That's 901-445-1010. 901-445-1010.
Welcome to Triumph Auto Sales, where you'll have a great car buying experience. Triumph Auto Sales is your #1 source of quality pre-owned vehicles ranging from lease returns to new car trades, all at huge savings. Plus, Triumph has a full array of financing options to meet your needs. Find your next car online at triumphautosales.com or stop in today at 4875 Elmore Road. Triumph Auto Sales will help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need and the service you deserve. For a great car and a great experience from a local and family-owned business, visit Triumph Auto Sales.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder's hanging out with me, and I will tell you one thing. When I hear that Rocky come back, like that, when we come back and Rocky's talking about, man, you're better than that, I want to go fight somebody. And my hand's broken. I mean, I couldn't really do very well. I mean, right now you could beat me up because I do have one, like, lefty.
I still think you're the favorite.
I would probably actually favor me, but it would be a close wager. Like, it would be closer on the
Closer
wager
than it would normally.
Yeah, normally be, yeah. But the point is, I'm fired up today. Hearing Rocky gets me a little fired up because we have day baseball. 105, we have the Athletics and the Rangers. The Athletics, like, you can get, like, plus 180, and I will tell you a little secret. I wouldn't touch the Athletics with a 10-foot pole. This is a team that is 32 games under 500. Do you know how hard that is to do in baseball? Like,
tough.
That is so bad. Rangers are not the greatest, but they're only 13 games under 500. So I like the Rangers at home. The weird thing about this, I don't know if you know this. Do you know the Athletics have won more games on the road than they have at home this season? And the Rangers have lost more games at home than they have won games at home. So it's kind of a little weird split, but I'm going with Dunning. I like Texas. I don't like the line, so I'm going to take the Rangers minus the 1.5 and get plus 135 on the beautiful FanDuel. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, why is the Milwaukee Brewers favored over the Dodgers when Milwaukee has basically given up on the season? They go ahead and trade their closer. They didn't go out there and get anybody big. Small market team, just trying to, like, stay in it and kind of look like they care about their fans, but it's not looking like they really do care about their fans. Plus, the Cubs play the Orioles. I don't know if you know this, but it's at 2:05. The Cubs don't care. Baltimore plays really good. This is a makeup game from back on June 8th. I love Baltimore minus the 150 today. Love it. Jay, what do you like today?
I like the Braves.
The Braves lost yesterday again. The Braves played. The Braves lost.
I like
the Braves played. The Braves lost. And now you think that all of a sudden they're going to beat Jacob deGrom? How much did you do, meth?
No, I don't like betting on the Braves. I like the Braves-Mets under the 7 today.
Okay.
Because you got DeGrom and Max Fried on the bump. I think it's going to be a pitcher's duel. I like the under 7. Now, 7's a little bit low, you might say, but I think that
it's very low.
I think that one's going to hit. I also like in the Padres-Nationals, I like the over the 8 today. I think the Padres and the Nationals are going to go over. Yu Darvish on the bump against Anibal Sanchez. Both guys love to give up hits.
I actually do like that one, and that's the only late game tonight, which is kind of weird. That one's
so you can watch it by itself while you bet the over.
And you know what? By the way, did you see what the Padres were favored today by?
Yeah, I almost said pick the Nationals plus 290. You're going to give me plus 300 on a regular season baseball game. I'll take it pretty much every time.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like, you know what, and it's Yu Darvish. It's like this guy.
Who has been awful this month and all season as well.
Yeah, but the only issue, though, with the Nationals is
they've only won 39 games.
Yeah, and Anibal Sanchez is pitching, and I don't know if you know this, but he's 0-5 this year. Listen to his ERA. Have you seen how bad he's pitched this year?
7.2 ERA.
Yes. My man is bad. He has, in 150 innings, 22 Ks.
Revenge game for the Nats, though. Revenge game. Telling you what, it's a big one.
No, it's not 150 innings. I'm sorry. What was his innings? It's like, where is it? So he has.
30 innings pitched this year. 1,978 in his career.
That is just, this man, he's given up in 30 innings, 10 home runs.
Revenge game for the Nats,
14 walks,
you know what?
24 earned runs.
I'm putting that one on there too, John. Take the Nats today. Plus 300, too good to pass up.
Well, if you're going to play baseball, I know the place to play it. And let me tell you something. It's the second half of the baseball season. Yes, we've had the All-Star game. Yes, teams are coming out. The trade deadline is come and gone. So you know what? It's time to start the second half of baseball the right way. What do you do that? With FanDuel. You turn Ks into cash, big hits into big wins with FanDuel Sportsbook. Right now, new customers, step up to the plate with a no-sweat first bet with $1,000. It's your first bet. You can win. You can risk $1,000. You hit that bad boy, you know what you're doing? Dancing, dancing, dancing. If you lose it, it's why it's a no-sweat first bet. You'll get $1,000 in free play. That's right. FanDuel loves you. You just have to sign up using one very important thing. That's the promo code HAPPY. Place your first step bet. Bing, bang, boom. FanDuel, again, will give you up to $1,000 back in free bets if you do not win. What do you think you would put your no-sweat first bet on, Jay? Today, you go sign up at FanDuel. Use the promo code HAPPY. If you were going to rock and fire on one game,
you're giving me no sweat. I'm taking the plus 300 with the Nationals.
Ooh, you're turning $1,000 into $3,000. But guess what? If you don't win, you get your $1,000 back, and then you're playing baseball games all week long. They have the best promotions. It's a safe and secure app. And the cool thing about it is, do you know how fast they pay you back? They have a Venmo option. They have a PayPal option. They can directly put it into your bank account however you want. I do the Venmo and the PayPal. Do you know why? I don't like the lady seeing my, my bank stuff moving. So I keep all the stuff on the PayPal and the Venmo. She don't have access to that. I shouldn't be saying this on the radio in case she might be listening, but I doubt it. I'm telling you right now, FanDuel has you covered. There is no better place to bet America's pastime than America's #1 sportsbook. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Sign up using the promo code HAPPY. Get started with your no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. And don't forget, you must be 21, present in Tennessee. First online real money wager only. Refund issue is non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call the Tennessee Red Line, 1-800-889-9789. Jay, man, we kept it real today, didn't we?
We always do, John.
NFL kind of kept it real with Deshaun Watson.
But we can watch preseason tonight and forget about Deshaun Watson. You can watch Bears Seahawks tonight, baby.
I love it. I'm laying Seattle minus the 3.5. I think Gino's going to come out there, party like a rock star, play ball like an all-star, and let's be real. If the Bears team is as bad on paper and what I think they are going to be this year with their starters, what do you think their backups are? They probably couldn't play in the USFL, and that's embarrassing. How did the Bears get so bad? Honestly, I don't know. But guess what, peeps? I got to bounce. This is my time. For Jay, I'm John. Get out there. Y'all make the world a better place. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.
Brian Elders Roofing.